Hi everybody, this is Dawson. I'm back with another Resident Evil movie review for you today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 6th Resident Evil movie, Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. Released in 2016, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, and is the final installment in the original Resident Evil series. Currently behind me, I am watching Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, so I will be reviewing that today, so stay tuned later today for that review. And then tomorrow, we're going to start the VHS franchise, so, because a new one came out yesterday, so we're going to start the VHS franchise tomorrow, so that will be for day 7. So yes, but let's finish the Resident Evil series, the originals, and then we'll talk about the reboot. So, Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. This is the final installment in the original series. The film stars Milla Jovovich, Ian Glenn, Ali Larter, Sean Roberts, William Levy, Lola, Ruby Rose, and Fraser James. And the plot of Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, according to the internet, is as follows. In the film, Alice and her friends are betrayed by Albert Wesker from the previous movie, who gathers the entire forces of the Umbrella Corporation into one final strike against the Apocalypse survivors. And that is your plot of Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. Well, the final chapter of Resident Evil. This is one that I do remember seeing back in 2016. And when I saw it back in 2016, I did not like it. And so rewatching it a few minutes ago, I still don't like this movie. Thankfully, this is the final Resident Evil movie starring Milla Jovovich as Alice, so you don't see Alice anymore. Yeah, but the final chapter, I'm glad it's the final chapter. I'm glad we don't have to hear or see these characters again. Yeah. But when Resident Evil The Final Chapter came out, people were mixed on this movie. There were some people that liked it. There were some people that hated it. I know Chris Stuckman and Jeremy Jahns both saw this movie and they both hated it. Chris Stuckman, I believe, gave it an F, and Jeremy Jahns gave it his dog shit rating. So, yeah, they didn't like it. Those two didn't like it. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I did not like this movie. I found it to be kind of boring. Yeah, where to begin? Obviously, this movie picks up right where, picks up 6 years after the events of Retribution. And so Alice is, she's somewhere in this movie. She's betrayed. She and her friends are betrayed by Albert, the villain from the previous movie. And now they're on the run. So, yeah. Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. I'm so glad that they titled it The Final Chapter and not just say, "Oops, there's another one coming out." I'm so glad we got the reboot in 2021. Welcome to Raccoon City. I'm gonna spoil it for you. The reboot, Welcome to Raccoon City, is way better than this one, than the originals. And I really hope they do more reboot series to the Resident Evil movies, because I think after this one we needed a reboot. We needed a reboot with new characters, new cast, new story, and we got it in Welcome to Raccoon City. But you'll find out my review of that later today. Milla Jovovich, this is the final time we see her in this movie, because this is the final appearance for Alice in this movie. We don't know what happens to her, and so this is the final appearance for Alice, and she does get a good little send off to her character. She does. Milla Jovovich gives us a little narration at the end of the movie to tell everybody where she's been or where she's going. And so we get a good little ending to her story. You also have Ian Glenn as Dr. Alexander Isaacs. He's good. He plays the clone. He plays one of the clones. So he's good in this movie. You have Ali Larter returning as Clara Redfield. She's pretty good. She's good back in this movie. You also have her brother Chris Renfield in this movie. Sean Roberts back again as the villain, once again, in this movie. You have Orlean Eoin McCann as Doc, who's a spy working for the Umbrella Academy, posing as one of the survivors, assigned by Isaacs, of course. Ruby Rose as Abigail is in this movie. She's an inmate who joins Alice on her adventure. Rolla as Kobit. Is he a guy? Or... No, she's a girl. She's good as Corbett. She's a survivor who teams up with Alice. William Levy as Christian. He's good. Ever Anderson as Red Queen. He's good. Or she's good. You have Ever Anderson, Paul W.S. Anderson, and Milla Jovovich's daughter in this movie as young Alice / the Red Queen, so she gets to play a specific role in this movie. Overall, Resident Evil, Welcome to the Final Chapter, not Welcome to Raccoon City. Excuse me. I'm just ready to be done with these movies. Thank goodness I am. So, yeah. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have to say. And, so on a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I'm going to give Resident Evil: The Final Chapter a 1 out of 4 stars. 1 out of 4 stars for Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. Again, just a mess of a movie, and I'm happy I never have to watch these movies again. And that's my review of Resident Evil, the final chapter. So next time on Resident Evil Movie Review, I will talk about the final Resident Evil movie, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. So that's next time on Resident Evil Movie Review. As always, this is Dawson. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And I'll see y'all then.